What's up? What's up? Welcome to the Boss Ladies Live Radio Show. Spreaker Studios, sponsored by Boss Ladies Inc. Oh man, y'all, I really want to get into this topic tonight. It's Friday night. You know what I'm saying? Had a little time off on a part-time gig just to say, just a thought. I had some thoughts I wanted to share. I didn't have nothing set up particularly. I do set up, for the simple fact that, different people are coming out and listening to, a message that could benefit them and add value to their life. I don't want to just be saying something to be saying something. Particularly tonight, dysfunction has been a part of this family for many years. I'm not saying I'm seeking perfection. However, it would be nice to see excellence in communication and some consideration. I wish I was never raised in a structured environment because now all I see is dysfunction from people who know better than that, drop the ball of structure. What was all this structure? You know what? What was all this structure shit in the first place? Why is it okay to disrupt someone's life with your depression, rage, revenge, and anger? When are we going to accept that a strong family is a team effort? We'll be back, y'all. We're going to get into the jam list. I just wanted to get that off my chest real quick. And if you can hear me, live in the chat room, either pre-recorded or live right now, leave your comments on what your thoughts on what was just read. I find some things on social media. Sometimes I be somewhere and I see something. I'm like, I'm going to write that down and just say it on the show and get some thoughts. A lot of us don't like to have conversations. A lot of us want to keep stuff under the rug. Well, that's your choice. But on this podcast, we definitely share our thoughts and we're ourselves. And nobody's judging you here. But I think that's where a lot of times, a lot of things come unglued. It's when dysfunction is present. So when we come back, we're going to talk about being aware of some of those dysfunctions and how to see them coming and be able to handle it in those situations. So stay tuned, y'all. Let's get to the jam list. What we got? We got Freestyle Friday off the Magix app, mixed by DJ D-Ski. Let's go.
in a storm for me. Ask me if I wanna go to bed against the sunrise. You were satisfied with first base, and I've been wondering what people riding birthdays. You must not make sure you feel the heat. You can take what you want, but when you take it from me, I'll make sure that you fall down the floor, down to your knees. Now I'm betting on me, painting cold on your feet. If you feel me, I do believe I see it, yeah, yeah. Why do I get the feeling we're getting close? We'll never be there, 'cause it's hard to believe I see it, yeah, yeah. Is it more than a feeling? I wanna know. I'm not betting on me. Painting cold on your feet. If you're gonna lean into me, make sure you feel the heat. You can take what you want, but when you take it from me, I'll make sure that you fall upon the floor, down to your knees. I'm not betting on me, to give me peace. I'm not asking for a miracle, just you and me. Yeah, I want a miracle, to give me peace. I'm not asking for a miracle, just you and me. Yeah, better not know. So what hell will you play? Is it too much to ask if I should go or I should stay? In the you feels like hundreds of people step into my heart. 'Cause I really need you, but we both know it is a forbidden love. There is only one alibi in our dream. 'Cause I really need you, but we both know it is a forbidden love. There's only one alibi in our dreams. We don't need to.
Thing buried in my bloodline. It's been a cold winter. I'ma switch it for the summer. I ain't fucking, but still suckers run for cover. I mean,
Hit them, sick when I spit them. Lyrics like dirty money, bad but still illin'. Money long now, harder to fold now. A rain and breeze. I hit them, stay on your feet though. Range but still slick like butter in your mix. Keep my
say it's hard to believe I see it, yeah, yeah. Why do I? I'm not betting on me. Painting cold on your feet. If you're gonna lean into me, make sure you feel the heat. You can take what you want, but when you take it from me, I'll make sure that you fall upon the floor, down to your knees. I'm not betting on me, painting God on your feet. If you're gonna lean into me, make sure you feel the heat.
Never give up. NQ.
Yeah, lyric for me. It's about life. Life is like a journey. You ain't gotta give up on the road. Keep chasing it.
In life, never can tell how the journey will end. This ain't going where you left it low with no friends. The mission's getting tough and the vision's getting rough. Struggle to survive with you got no one to depend. Never you give up, you got it striving to the end. Never you give up, cause we all deserve to end. Never you give up, never you give up. Never, 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 never you give
Life
up.
itself is a teacher. I heard this word from a preacher. You keep chasing your dream like a mystery, striving hard to reach her. Born rich, you got all you ever want and need. Everything at your disposal, so your life's easier and even sweeter. And everybody need her. But how could it be that the richer get the richer, the hip I lay on the weaker and weaker? Condition can never really get better. We are all chasing our dream, trying to put the pieces together. Every day, people are in the streets, struggling to survive in any way to meet all their need in this hard knock life. Never you give up that fight, every time when you know you're right. One day, one night, until you hit that land light.
Life, you never can tell how the journey won't end. It ain't going where you left it low with no friends. The mission's getting tough and the vision's getting rough. Struggle to survive with you got no one to depend. Never you give up, you got it striving to the end. Never you give up, cause we all deserve to end. Never you give up, never you give up. Never, 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 never you give
Imagine
up.
this, Mr. Stone was born to this hardcore war. Right from childhood, it was all misery, life of war. It all started when style was becoming raw. Evil foes were making his parents to believe he was going insane, just because he got to give himself a stage name. It was hell when they ran that first bell. From one herbalist to another, his heart break anytime he see the tears of his lovely mother. Seeing so many tortures he brutally received. All alone try to make her understand, but she didn't believe. His dad was a God type, a man who know the street. He does believe in him, but to him everything looks strict, because he used to be confused, finding at it the way they initially predicted. After being traumatized and demonically manipulated by the black magic power of the so-called herbalist, his heart under a desire tried to work for his money. This happened multiple times before he teenager and middle-20s. Through God's divine intervention, yeah, everything got all well. He went through unbearable pain, it was all hell. He didn't give up. Yeah.
In life, you never can tell how the journey won't end. It ain't going where you left it low with no friends. The mission's getting tough and the vision's getting rough. Struggle to survive with you got no one to depend. Never you give up, you got it striving to the end. Never you give up, cause we all deserve to end. Never you give up, never you give up. Never, 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 never you give up.
Never you give up taking that cream, never you give up chasing that dream. No matter how impossible it may seem, with God everything's possible what we believe. So just keep that faith, one day you will receive. So don't get deceived when things ain't going well, like you're dwelling in hell. Even though you find yourself inside the four walls of the jail cell, you gotta think about the future. Never you regret or sweat, no matter the weather, things can still get better if you walk one mind together. Life is full of guns and roses, what Jesus said. No matter how dark night may seem, there must be a bright day after that, is what Pac said. You ain't gotta give up, homie. Keep chasing that dream of yours.
Life, you never can tell how the journey won't end. It ain't going where you left it low with no friends. The mission's getting tough and the vision's getting rough. Struggle to survive with you got no one to depend. Never you give up, you got it striving to the end. Never you give up, cause we all deserve to end. Never you give up, never you give up. Never, 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 never you. In life, you never can tell how the journey won't end. It ain't going where you left it low with no friends. The mission's getting tough and the vision's getting rough. Struggle to survive with you got no one to depend. Never you give up, you got it striving to the end. Never you give up, cause we all deserve to end. Never you give up, never you give up. Never, 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 never you give up.
Stay tuned for the top 20 countdown coming soon. Up next, Larry D. Edwards.
I've fallen. I love you more than my eyes can see. I promise to love you with everything. Wanna be your all and all, forever I'll be. I will give you all the love you deserve and more. As long as we're together, our bond will soar. Baby, promise to leave me never, and protect my heart forever. I'm falling for you.
Mirrors, Money Matt.
You know there's been times, baby. That's why I'm still looking.
The past is gone.
Grind up, sunrise to sundown, 2018 coming, time to shut it down. I got complete control of my destiny. The key to success is a recipe. Can't sell tricks in the trail, you gotta learn on your own. I did, yeah, play the game where I go. My whole team popping bottles like I'm getting nominated for Oscar at the Golden Globes. But now I'll never be an actor. I'ma always keep it honest and apply more pressure and become a leading factor. Yeah, I'm back in Jesus' name, amen. Now this is a rap I told y'all since way back when. Money man don't promote drugs, sex and violence. Nah, we don't play that. I'm chasing my dream. I'm a leader of my time and I ain't scared to say that. We're miles removed, so don't forget where I stay at. OHI to the O. I came a long way from the past life. I overcame it, throw my flow to enormous and uncontainable. I'm always on my grind, heating up, I'm highly flammable. I'm tearing off the tops like the kids at the lunch animals. Pounding tracks all day, every day, hammer 'em. Death to the violence and the right time to dismantle 'em. Reconfigure positive change and reassemble.
Make sure y'all check out Wooside World Radio Monday through Friday. You know what I'm saying? 15 minutes of fun, education, and information. Let's go. Shop 1NE by your side.
The burn is permanent, hot like 1,000 furnaces. However fervent, you stay determined to work and earn it. Roll up a leaf and burn it. You feeling froggy Kermit. Don't ever disregard the power of your intuition. I'm sick as influenza, drugs can't do no influencing. Sacrifice my life for rhyming like a chosen martyr. Yours truly stay cool as a cube of frozen water. You open doors and you wanna see if they open farther. Who's closer to you than ones that pray you may falter?
Could've stayed right there by your side, but you had to leave me before I realized that I should have stayed right there by your side, but you had to leave me before I realized that I love you.
By your side, I'm the flyest of the fly. Try as you may try, no copying my design. Colluded with Cuban Jewish, I'm fluent, you knew it. Truth is, I can do this in my sleep if I so choose it. So do this for me, take your ass and make the choice to move it. I'm sorry that I had to put you through shit, but I gotta go, cause I'm on a roll. Vominos, I bend a lot of flows, spend a lot of dough on the coast. Only by that I boast, cause I'm different, omnipotent. I kick the shit that's causing you cognitive dissonance. When I arrive per this guy, no surprise, transactions be in disguise. Spreading lies, I describe that I
could've stayed right there by your side,
A plus.
but you had to leave me before I realized that I could've stayed right there by your side, but you had to leave me before I realized that I love you.
Amazing races, they degrade the status. They just hating cause they ain't us. I dial your tone, you need to hang up. Get your weight up, not your hate up. The flow is gracious and deadly. Spit is smoother than the medley. I'm rising up, that's how my bread be. In the oven when I'm baking. With the butter cause I'm on a roll. Like I'm on a stove, hotter though. Ballin' pro style, low profile. Go the whole mile, I'm known to show out. Don't take it lightly, they might indict me. If so, then rightly. This ain't that foolishness they be hyping. Misplacing statements wait to penetrate the higher mind. Millions of places, but I'm right here, right by your side.
Yeah. Right there by your side,
A plus.
but you had to leave me before I realized that I could've stayed right there by your side, but you had to leave me before I realized that I love you.
Lena Lay, that girl.
That girl, she is always on my brain. I will not forget her name. I will not forget her face. That girl, she knows always what to say. And I know I caused her pain, but by my side she has remained. That girl, I know that lately it's been hard on you, having to deal with me and dealing with your life too. So many fights we had were just plain crazy, foul words being shouted, all the anger was unnecessary. But I don't blame you at all, I got us in this mess. I'm actually shocked you ain't tell me to get to stepping, but I wanted you to. I ain't feel like I do deserve you. All I did was hurt you, my temper was the worst too. I had to realize that really no one is perfect. You're perfect in my eyes, but what did you see in me? You could be with anyone that'll drop everything for you, but you stuck it out with me, you never judge and love me for me. That girl, she is always on my brain. I will not forget her name. I will not forget her face. That girl, she knows always what to say. And I know I caused her pain, but by my side she has remained. That girl. Slow down, back up, wait a minute. One minute we fine and the next we finished speaking out of emotions, but we know we don't mean it. I don't wanna hurt you, baby, I know I can be so mean, but my anger is hard to control. I love you dearly, but sometimes I be feeling so cold. It's hard to deal, but I would never really hurt you physically, cause you my baby, you bring out the best in me, and you made me better than I could be. Tomorrow's maybe, so we'll live right now. We'll be all we ever need, cause we're the right now. I'll be here if you'll be here, I just hope that you down. Ain't no one better for me, you're the only one around. That girl, she is always on my brain. I will not forget her name, I will not forget her face. That girl, she knows always what to say, and I know I caused her pain, but by my side she has remained. That girl, she is always on my brain. I will not forget her name, I will not forget her face. That girl, she knows always what to say, and I know I caused her pain, but by my side she has remained. That girl. Tomorrow's maybe, so we'll live right now. Yeah, we'll live right now. We'll be all we ever need, cause we're the right now. We're gonna live right now. Tomorrow's maybe, so we'll live right now. Live right now. We'll be all we ever need, cause we're right now. Yeah, lay.
I've come to terms with the fact that my future might not involve people I'm around now. I get tired of doing this every time I try something new. Sometimes I had to walk away from what I want to find what I deserve. I made mistakes in my life. I've learned from my bad choices. I'll know better next time. Don't mention a person's past mistakes when they're trying to change. That's like throwing rocks at them while they're struggling to climb a mountain. Yeah, let's talk about that. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the Boss Ladies Live Radio Show. Award-winning now. Spreaker Studios, sponsored by Boss Ladies, Inc. Welcome back to another show. You know, I was thinking about all the things I see on social media, some phone calls I get, you know. I'm just thinking about, like, some things that we need to fix and the things that we miss. But before I get into that, I just want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight, liking, downloading, and sharing the show on demand. Been popping. For those of us that can't get to the 9 p.m. Central shows, I appreciate you stopping by anytime. You know, you could just press play. It's a whole lot of episodes that you may have missed, so they're always there for you to play. We are live on iHeartRadio and Spotify, YouTube, Google+, Facebook, and Twitter tonight. This show is being aware of the dysfunction that's been going around. You know what I'm saying? And for those of us that are new, welcome. And for those of us that are coming back, welcome back. This dysfunction thing, like I shared in the beginning of the show before I got to the playlist, is that it's been going on for quite some time. I mean, for like generations before us and generations currently. We've been having this issue and we overlook it sometimes. I do believe we all know that we're aware of dysfunction, but are we really understanding and dealing with it, or are we running away from it? And I tend to find that there's a lot of resentment, anger, revenge that comes along with dysfunction. Something malfunctioned too. Something went wrong. It wasn't addressed. And now we have dysfunction. Now it's gotten to the point where it's an everyday habit, where it gets to the point where it's the norm. And at first it wasn't accepted. It wasn't the norm. And now we're getting involved in different types of things that we're not accustomed to versus what was structured. See, that's overlooked as well, structure. Structure doesn't tolerate dysfunction in any type of way. It has a set demand on what goes on and what doesn't. And this includes family relationships, friends, romantic relationships, and business relationships, because there's no structure in dysfunction. I truly believe that. I've seen it in my own life through experience of learning and experiencing it all at the same time. And sometimes dysfunction may not always come from a stranger. Sometimes dysfunction comes from a family member or a close friend or somebody that you really like in business. And so there's ways to deal with this, but first we have to come to an understanding that dysfunction is what's there, that it is occurring, but what is it? Where did it begin in the first place? You know, I was talking to a friend of mine and they were having issues in their endeavors and their relationships, and they were having some feelings about it. And the first question I thought was, and I eventually asked, was, where did it all begin? Let's go back to the beginning. Excuse me, I tend to get dry when I talk. So that was my first question. Where did it all begin? What caused the dysfunction in the first place? Well, they had a schedule that they had for, the house, eating dinner, after school, homework, then a little play, then dinner, and then they go to bed. Well, some things switched in the household where one started working, the other one was a stay-at-home person, but now they got to transition from the kids being at home to, daycare or some after-school activity. So it kind of switched dinner around, and it kind of brought dysfunction because now, the chores are not being done because the kids are more interested in the activity more so than earning to keep the activity and things like that. So, that first point I made in the beginning was dysfunction has been a part of this family for many years. Acknowledging that that there's dysfunction is the first step to bringing about a positive change to this, and also some structure. Now we can say, okay, now this is the year that we don't tolerate dysfunction. And I did mention to this person that there will be opposition when you make changes because everybody's not accustomed to making changes. Some people like the same thing over and over, and if you change it, they go crazy. Some people like variety, and if they get the same thing over and over and over, they go crazy because they like variety. But first, we have to understand that before we make changes, and I think that's where an effective communication comes in to say, hey, let's have a talk about this and figure out where did this come from in the first place. Well, the schedule changed. Okay, now what we're going to have to do is blah, blah, blah to kind of recoil what, knocked everything off in the first place. Because once everybody was able to be at home and work through it that way, now everybody has to go and do something so the home won't be dysfunctional without, the parents being there. And same thing with romantic relationships. You may start off and you're doing a lot of things, and it might come with material things like going out to dinner every night after work. Now that maybe you had the company that you work for had to downsize, and so maybe you can't go out as much, and the partner may be frustrated about that and give you some attitude. That's pretty much the calls I was getting, and some of the emails I received from talking to different people about this, and it's a lot of that going on. The other person doesn't want to take consideration. They feel like the other person feels like they're not appreciated, different things like that, and it's just an ongoing cycle. But then we have people that are in dysfunctional families that were once structured. A family member died, something like that. And now things are different. Everybody's acting a little different. Their attitudes toward life is different because there's a loss. And it does take a big toll on the family because now, that person is that missing piece. But there's always, sometimes I'll put it like this, the void can never be filled. And when it is, it's not the same. And that's natural to feel that way. It's natural to look at it that way. But don't look at it way so deep that it causes dysfunction with the other ones that are still here with us. Some people are very, very downtrodden. They've lost someone. Maybe you can be the one that kind of recoils, but not be the same, but make it a better environment for that missing piece. Sometimes you can't always find the missing piece. Sometimes you have to tape some things together, if you know what I mean. But it does trip you up. Some people do drop the ball and they wish they'd never been in structure because dysfunction has happened after that person's gone, that fist of the family, that strong family member, and now it's like everything's going to down the drain. And they ask themselves, like, why do we deserve this? Why is this happening to me? And sometimes it's a lesson for us to be stronger and move forward. And it's not always easy to do. So just something to think about, just a thought. So on that note, y'all, let's get some EDU in our lives. Understanding and dealing with a dysfunctional family. And we're going to find that at www.christianpost.com/news/understanding-with-a--family.html. It's by June Hunt, special to CP Opinion, Sunday, July 8th, 2012. And it says, Kathy Brown knows the painful dynamic of a dysfunctional family. She knows it because she has lived it. She learned to pretend that everything was great when paraded to church on Sundays, even though most weekends she avoided her drunken father and tried not to notice her mother's bruises. Young Kathy learned to create her own reality because no one confronted the harsh realities of alcoholism and domestic violence. She learned that living to look good was more important than living with integrity, and that keeping secrets was far better than telling the truth. What is a dysfunctional family? Like millions of others, Kathy grew up in a dysfunctional family in which family members failed to function together in a healthy way. Just like Kathy, millions of others grow up in family relationships that are fractured with family roles that are a distortion of what they should be. It's not unusual to see a role reversal take place. Simply said, a parent becomes emotionally dependent on a child. Therefore, the child's parents the parent. In a functional family, if one parent begins to engage in negative behavior, the other parent is able to confront that behavior because both are emotionally healthy and secure in the positive strength of their relationship. In a dysfunctional family, a passive parent enables or allows the destructive behavior of the problem parent to continue by failing to take adequate steps to confront him or her. The damage of dysfunction. As a result, a destructive cycle of behavior envelops the entire family. Often, the passive parent will make excuses or try to mitigate the damage that the problem parent has created while failing to address the harmful actions that are destroying the family. In Kathy's situation, her father's alcoholism and violence ripped the family apart, even as her mother, sometimes with a blackened eye, denied there was any problem at all. Fear, shame, and a lack of healthy boundaries created an environment for dysfunction to flourish. Role playing for survival. When parents are unable to manage their lives, children learn to cope by playing specific roles in the family or acting out in damaging ways. Typically, the child will adopt one of four roles. The responsible child. The hero tries to fix the family's problems and help create a positive family image through noteworthy achievement. This child receives positive attention but often develops perfectionistic, compulsive behaviors. The rebellious child. The scapegoat draws focus away from the family's problems and onto him or herself with rebellious, uncontrollable behavior. This child consumes time and energy from the family members and often develops self-destruction life patterns. The reclusive child. The lost child hopes that by ignoring family problems, the difficulties will go away. This child avoids attention and is often lonely and withdrawn. The revealing child. The clown uses humor and antics to direct the focus away from family problems. This child is often hyperactive and usually seeks to be the center of attention. A child may even display a combination of these traits or progress through different stages as they attempt to manage their emotional pain, just seeking to survive. Initially, Kathy learned to cope with being sexually abused by her uncle through rebellious behavior before settling into habits that characterize the responsible child. This hero became responsible for the safety and well-being of her younger sister, took on responsibilities that belonged to her parents, and focused on high achievement and personal perfection. Failure to fix the family. In filling these roles, she nurtured a desperate need for control, so obviously missing in her family of origin that would plague her for years. There's a major problem with this picture. Heroes are supposed to save the day and fix everything. Well, Kathy tried so hard, but no child has the ability to fix the family. Kathy always felt at fault for the family's dysfunction, and a sense of inadequacy overshadowed her soul. Typically, children from dysfunctional homes feel guilty. They assume, I'm the reason that my parents get so upset. It's my fault that my parents are fighting. If only I could be a different kind of person. If only the family wouldn't be such a mess. Yet there are three key points these children need to know. 1, they didn't cause it. 2, they can't cure it. 3, they can cope with it without carrying a heap of false guilt. It's impossible to escape the stress within a dysfunctional family, but they can survive it. Every child needs to find a safety zone, a way to find an expression in life that is positive in order to cope with that stress. Children need to know activities they can enjoy that will divert their attention away when situations become dysfunctional, such as playing a game, doing a puzzle, riding a bike, reading a book, quoting the scripture, Philippians 4:13, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. A caring, responsible adult can help a child learn how to make healthy decisions that are not dependent on unhealthy parents. They can learn to do this by making a list of pros and cons and picking the best choice. Rainbow after the storm. As the founder of Rainbow Days, Kathy has 30 years guided children toward maturity by encouraging positive life choices and teaching important life skills built on a foundation of authentic Christian faith. In the process, Rainbow Days have served nearly 140,000 children and trained more than 37,000 professionals to implement support groups and abuse prevention programs. You can't change the past, but you can make peace with your past. Recognize any dysfunctional family roles you've played and decide to let the past stay in the past. This is today. Once a storm passes and the sun breaks through the clouds, a beautiful rainbow adorns the sky. The rainbow reminds us there's always hope, even after the most violent storms. If you have been wounded by the storm of family pain, the Lord gives you his promise. I know the plans I have for you. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you hope in the future. Jeremiah 21:11. That's his rainbow for you. And we'll be having more on Am I a Bad Parent? And how to let go of parenting guilt. And that is our EDU for our lives. Yeah! When we come back, we're going to do some quote for the day. Get on up out of here on this Freestyle Friday. Stay tuned. Opposite of perfect. Moody.
The first time we ever kissed, it's like my whole life shifted. My feet left the ground and my soul touched the ceiling. Of course you knew that I was out hustling, trying to come up. You smiled when you seen me, that let me know you weren't stuck up. Even your own people got jealous when they saw us. I was nickel and diamond, you was the one that was flossing. I fell off, you put me on a couple times. It was you that held me down when I was committing crime. I told you I would make you my wife, but never did that. I cheated when you waxed, I told you I never did that. We separated for the time being, then you came back and like a stupid nigga I slipped. It's like I backtracked, now I'm sitting looking stupid. I'm the one that did that. Everything about you I miss. Baby, come back. And like the song say, I was blind, I couldn't see. And now you gone, it's like I'm missing a part of me. I'm packing up my bags, now I'm leaving. I believe in you, but you didn't believe. You gon' always have a piece of my heart though, and you can keep that. I don't care where your life go. I'm packing up my bags, now I'm leaving. I believe in you, but you didn't believe. You gon' always have a piece of my heart though, and you can keep that. I don't care where your life go. Generation X, some of us never made 18. Besides burning houses, all we had was hoop dreams. The war against drugs was the war on us, and we killing us too. It's like we pray on us. My little homie changed, and when he did, he got killed. Because when we grew with failed, it wasn't real. Now his mama heart broke, her only son, her only kid. And when she think about it, she drunk crocodile tears. Now they see no evil, but they do got in. If you understand that, no, they telling what you did. It was everything about this shit that made me hate it. In this world, you either the master or you slaving. Every day it's a gamble. I ain't talking card playing. Heat without sin. Tell her stop your game banging. You should never cast a stone. Living in a glass house. Black man, white man. What's the fussing all about? I'm packing up my bags, now I'm leaving. I believe in you, but you didn't believe. You gon' always have a piece of my heart though, and you can keep that. I don't care where your life go. I'm packing up my bags, now I'm leaving. I believe in you, but you didn't believe. You gon' always have a piece of my heart though, and you can keep that. I don't care where your life go.
Miss Fabulous could hate.
I
It's all about having fun in the studio, y'all. Up next, Tommy Tracks, Gone Too Soon. Featuring Nitty Blanco.
You gave us everything that you had. We mad as hell cause you had plenty left. We gon' ride for you, make your presence felt sure. We gon' keep the mission going till it's done, yeah. But you gone too soon. Ooh, nah, nah. Ooh, nah, nah. Gone too soon. Ooh, nah, nah. Had to share the tears for the homie cause you gone too soon.
Damn, why they take another real nigga? We miss you, Nip, man, this shit is hard to deal with. I ain't know you personally, but it still hit home, though. The fact I got the chance to see one of our own, bro. What's explained is already understood. It felt good to see a nigga put a business in the hood, provide jobs for his people, that's some bullshit. Nip, for real, why's the only reason that we lost? I know fix the new real, but that's some fraud shit. Niggas act like bitches, clout chasing on some broad shit. Look, jealousy and envy rule the world these days. We overcome all the hate just to make these plays. I thought the Constitution gave a nigga freedom of speech, but they still censoring every fucking thing that we spit. Corrupt another 10 years for everyone that we reach. Light up the gas, sit back and wonder will we ever see
you
peace.
Gave us everything that you had. We mad as hell cause you had plenty left. We gon' ride for you, make your presence felt sure. We gon' keep the mission going till it's done, yeah. But you gone too soon. Ooh, nah, nah. Ooh, nah, nah. Gone too soon. Ooh, nah, nah. Had to share the tears for the homie cause you gone too soon.
Damn, I can't even keep my wits about me. Having a hard time writing, you know my vision cloudy. Trying not to shed tears, but if your presence felt, it's like a hit below the belt. In reality hitting clouds around me. I never knew you, but the truth you had me thinking like if you could do it, we could do it. Fuck the whole system, right? I mean, come on, cause they just wanna take our freedom, right? Hold us down, take a pride, make it so we can't sleep at night. But I ain't with it, so I'm talking to these demons like let's go, you motherfuckers, and I ain't even the screaming type. I just wanna be successful, keep my family right. Hustle with my team and keep grinding until we see them lights. Cameras flashing, plenty action, yeah, we eating right. No more asking, our passion is what's the plan to see the life. Yeah, you see it right. This is bullshit, CIP, neighborhood nip. Amen.
You gave us everything that you had. We mad as hell cause you had plenty left. We gon' ride for you, make your presence felt sure. We gon' keep the mission going till it's done, yeah. But you gone too soon. Ooh, nah, nah. Ooh, nah, nah. Gone too soon. Ooh, nah, nah. Had to share the tears for the homie cause you gone too soon.
Serta, Mo All Natural jingle. Make sure y'all check it out. All Natural, the skin you're in. Part 1 and 2 featuring Mo All Natural.
Put my body, but And did I say got sheen too? Got my inches looking like ooh. Got this more oil sheen on. And if your lips just ain't right, got that bomb, it lasts all night. Got that more lip balm on. Ooh, I can do anything. Yes, I can. With my more body butter on. I can do anything. I can. With my more body butter on. I can do anything. You know what I mean? With my more body butter on.
Juices, Skrilla, GDG mix. Freestyle Friday!
I never love a nigga like I love my Skrilla. Cause I'm too focused on the cake, needed a little thicker. Cold world out here, ho, I got these bitches sicker. Tell your bitch don't play with me cause I'm a lady killer. I never love a nigga like I love my Skrilla. Cause I'm too focused on the cake, needed a little thicker. Cold world out here, ho, I got these bitches sicker. Tell your bitch don't play with me cause I'm a lady killer. When the fuck you hating hoes gonna go and make a fucking profit? Hating on me because I'm cute, your nigga think I'm poppin'. Ain't worried about shit, my money long as looking pretty proper. It's rising up, caked up, Betty Crocker. Been raising hell, I'm turned up, I'm busting out my shell. The plug just sent me hella work, just got it out the mail. I would tell you about the strokes, but I don't kiss and tell. Come and get this 2-for-1 special before I end the sale. Keep applying hella pressure, cause these bitches try to test you. I want all the fucking riches, I ain't talking nothing lesser. Anytime I'm fucking with you, that's a motherfucking blessing. Counting money, getting high, that's a motherfucking session. Money always before dick, bitch. When you bitches gonna learn your motherfucking lesson? When you gonna learn, bitch? Yeah. I never love a nigga like I love my Skrilla. Cause I'm too focused on the cake, needed a little thicker. Cold world out here, ho, I got these bitches sicker. Tell your bitch don't play with me cause I'm a lady killer. I never love a nigga like I love my Skrilla. Cause I'm too focused on the cake, needed a little thicker. Cold world out here, ho, I got these bitches sicker. Tell your bitch don't play with me cause I'm a lady killer. I can't chase no fuck boys, I'm too busy chasing cash. Anybody try to play with my money, I'm on their ass. When my boys hop out on GP, let's see if you move fast. Let's see if you like how that chopper sing when it's full blast. Come and get your bitch, she was tryna diss me on the sneak. Add her to my fucking list of haters, come and take a seat. Bitches really be my fans for real, they wanna meet and greet. Bitches better come correct, cause I'ma be posted with the heat, little bitch. All my gutter bitches link up, that be with the shit. You can't hang around me if you ain't tryna get rich. They don't know when they see a real bitch, now they ain't hip. Niggas leeching on me, pluck 'em off me like a tick. Money always before dick, bitch. Yeah. I never love a nigga like I love my Skrilla. Cause I'm too focused on the cake, needed a little thicker. Cold world out here, ho, I got these bitches sicker. Tell your bitch don't play with me cause I'm a lady killer. I never love a nigga like I love my Skrilla. Cause I'm too focused on the cake, needed a little thicker. Cold world out here, ho, I got these bitches sicker. Tell your bitch don't play with me cause I'm a lady killer. Tell your bitch don't play with me cause I'm a lady killer. Tell your bitch don't play with me cause I'm a lady killer. I never love a nigga like I love my Skrilla. Cause I'm too focused on the cake, needed a little thicker, little thicker. Tell your bitch don't play with me cause I'm a lady killer, lady killer. And I never love a nigga like I love my Skrilla.
Space Coupe, no beat, just bars. Money Mac.
This a blast from the past. I think I am a historian. Space Coupe travel back to the future in an 81 DeLorean. I'm plotting on my target and locking in on my coordinates. I know my movement been going, but I know it has more importance. They know I'ma stretch the game and play it like an accordion. You gonna wish when the song hits you was the next abortion wish. I'm changing and folded, bending and breaking. You ain't made like a contortionist. I got a race to my destination, so I went back in time. This the metamorphosis. These people thinking they took the blue pill and my name is Morpheus. Bobby Boucher a B, I know you want some more of this. This a rec session like my cousin says when it's fire, that's horrible. I'm so raw with talent and the rest of the game so deplorable. It's a fantasy style like Peter Pan. They wish upon a star, watch a movie, now they hard. Or they having a talk with Disney's Jimny. If you want some more smoke, that's too bad, I'm on fire in my chimney. I'm cutting the strings from these puppets. TV gone, this ain't the Muppets. If I ever draw a pistol, it ain't for show. I'ma definitely bust it. Let 30 out the clip and cause some repercussions. I know that ain't what you want, but the negativity's what you wantin'. Now let's be real. I say it time and time again. I sell truth and real, but just because I do don't mean it can't get violent. Cause as nice as I seem is how mean I can be. I'm not into promoting or spreading violence, but if it go that way for you, all the neighborhood's gonna hear is a whole lot of sirens and people crying. Cause oh shit, Money Matt Flip back in this bitch, tearing in the tracks, making these hits. Don't forget, step to me wrong, I'm a lyricist. That means I'll drop more intelligent words in a more meaningful disc. And the career, I'm something you never live down to forget.
Yeah, that was Money Mac, no beats, just bars, y'all. If y'all got like no beats, just bars, you know, send it to MP3s only, bangers and mash to Boss Lady 95895 at gmail.com. You know what I'm saying? Send your drops to that email also. Last but not least, we got Reem. Amen. Check it out, y'all.
Send my shooters to shoot you, then act like we never knew you. Shells bite like barracudas and hunt you like Freddy Krueger. Ride with choppers and Ubers and we ain't laughing at bloopers. We hit your head like a crew cut, anything for the blue buck. Broad day with the tools up, I let it blow like a tuba. My pockets look like a tumor, 2 middle fingers for rumors. Niggas fishy, no tuna, Dracos, AKs and Rugers, and knock you right out your Pumas. Been trapping like Larry Hoover, watching out for the troopers. Beggars cannot be choosers and winners cannot be losers. Don't let the devil consume you. No. I'm doing numbers again. My life is so full with sin. I pray to God and repent. Amen.
Cooling off in my pocket. Ladies, take out your cameras. Fellas, play your position. Keep it G, man. No bammers, man. We can all mind our manners. Please, no need for hammers. My gorillas, bananas will leave you right where you're standing. And everybody will die. You'll be on every channel. You seen how this movie end, man. Please don't throw in my talent. Damn. I got that pack, man. We can all just have a smoke off. As long as I'm done by 1, so me and my lady can have a poke off. See that thing outside? I just took her coat off. Barbecue sauce on the feet, seeds coleslaw. I'm giving you my psyllium bars, not here to show off. Just know if it's going down, I'm fully equipped to blow your dough off. Give a nigga joke on the phone, send me that track, man, let me go off. This rap shit, well, it's what I do. I got the game covered, overalls. Yeah, with the old Los and Bill Cosby suspenders. No matter how you cut it, no matter how you slice it, this man right here, he a winner. Amen.
Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not to temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen. 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 Amen.
Yeah, I thought this call for the day was really awesome. The Challenge of Public Speaking, posted April 14, 2019 by Steve Keaton. We're going to find that at stevekeaton.me/04/challenge-of-public-speaking. And it says, most people would prefer not to speak in front of a bunch of people. That might be an understatement. Research shows that on the list of people's biggest fears, death is number 5 and speaking in front of groups is number 1. So when people say they would rather die than speak in front of a group, they are very serious. Sounds serious to me too, huh? Years ago, when I was with the Dale Carnegie organization, people would contact us looking for help when learning to speak in front of groups. When they heard the classes required them to actually speak in front of the class, many of them became uninterested rather quickly. Here's the first challenge with public speaking. You must speak in public to learn to speak in public. You may learn how to outline a presentation or how to open or close a presentation from reading a book, but learning to speak can only come from speaking. If anyone tries to sell you a public speaking class that doesn't involve speaking, be very careful, because next they will be trying to sell you an oceanfront properly in Montana. Face it, learning to speak in front of groups will require 2 things: a group and you speaking in front of it. So here's a few ideas to make that learning process a bit less scary. Admit you're a little nervous, but don't apologize for it. Most of the people in your audience will be just as nervous as you if they had the courage to even try. Admitting to some nervousness will help your audience be more understanding if a flub or stammer finds its way into your presentation. Understand that your audience doesn't come to see you fail. They are rooting for you to do well. They are on your side and are willing to give you the opportunity to do well without being too critical. Use PowerPoint as it was intended to be used. It is not your notes, and it is not a shield to hide behind. It is not your presentation either. It merely complements your presentation. It should help simplify difficult concepts through the use of visuals. If a slide is full of words, then you don't need that slide. If you feel the need to apologize for a slide being in an eye chart, then don't use that slide. If you don't have a definitive purpose for a particular slide, then don't use that particular slide. Share the real you. I have spoken in front of groups, large and small, more times than I could ever remember, but I have never given a speech. I simply talk with the people in front of me like we've known each other for a long time, even if I've never seen them before. Do not try to be something or someone you're not. You may fool some of the people once in a while, but it's more likely that you're only fooling yourself. Never try to memorize your presentation. You may pull that off once or twice, but the list of things that could go wrong when you try to memorize a presentation word for word is so long I can't mention them all. Above all else, know your subject. If you know what you're talking about, you have nothing to fear. If you don't know what you're talking about, then you have no reason to be talking at all. And that is our quote for the day. And that's for our new speakers. Congratulations to everybody that has been following my podcast and has been inspired to do their own particular podcast on their own. So this is just a tip, and I thought that this would be perfect tonight, putting on the fact that a new listener might be considering starting their own podcast or get into public speaking, period. And since I love to talk all the time, I think this is perfect for people that like to talk all of the time, you know? So, and it's a great way to be a better talker as well. Keep up the good work. Like I said, congratulations to everybody that has started their own podcast. Congratulations to everybody that's award winning. And congratulations to everybody that are going to be in the running for the UMA Awards next month. We should be seeing some posts about voting. So make sure you put a vote in for Boss Lady Radio. And I really am inspired that you're inspired to listening to this show. I don't know if I say it a lot or say it enough. I really do appreciate you guys tuning in, getting the life-changing information, and also to some good conversation and some good music. And with that, I'm out of here on this Freestyle Friday. Tune in to more new episodes. A special guest will be in the building tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Central for the Dial Up, Boss Lady Radio Dial Up. So stay tuned for that. And salute to everybody that supports local artists worldwide. Salute to Dre's Radio Cafe, BMO with BMO Magazine, Erica Gray's Infusion Radio, and True Fan Radio, and all the other indie radio stations that are on deck doing their thing, getting the artists ready to go. And check out Wooside World Radio, which is our newest radio station. Wooside Radio on Spreaker Radio weekdays. I think it's 7 p.m. Eastern time. So you could catch her, not 7 p.m., but 2 p.m. Eastern time to check her out in the afternoon. So if you're not a night person like with the boss lady, you could definitely check out Wooside World. 15 minutes of fun, life-changing information, and some good conversation, and also that good theme song by Shop 1ME by your side. So if you ain't on that, you know you got the wrong one. Stay tuned for more new episodes, and I'm out of here. Good afternoon, morning, and evening, and I will see you soon. Peace.
We are now transferring you to a customer care rep. Please hold the line, and we will answer your call as soon as possible. Thank you for choosing us. By the way, to ensure you're getting great service, your call may be recorded or monitored.